YeahNah, this is your girl Elaine Reeves. Today, I am at the Lake Ocean View Resort in Painesville, nestled between the lake and the wonderful Atlantic Ocean, one of Painesville's top most hidden secrets. Today, I have with me one of Liberia's most talented young artists, Lavien. Just stay with us as we go through a wonderful interview and wonderful time with Lavien. YeahNah! Alright, here's the guy Lavien, one of Liberia's most talented youngest artists. How are you, Lavien?
I'm good.
Yeah,
how are you?
You look dope.
Yeah, I am dope.
Okay, so tell me what got you into music? Are you like from an artistic background?
Well, basically, yeah, I'm from a family that loves music, and I would say music is something that is like therapeutical to me, so I feel like it's the only thing that speaks to me and never lies.
Okay, so you say you're from like an artistic background. Which one of your family members, or is it all?
My dad is a singer. My mom is also a singer.
Wow. So, oh, that's where you get your angelic.
I have aunties and uncles that also sing.
So we're talking about a
whole musical family. Exactly.
How lucky. All right. So how will you describe your genre of music?
Well, I'm an Afro-Fusion hip-hop artist. So most people don't know what Afro-Fusion is. Afro-Fusion is like a blend of Afro beats, Afro soul, basically every type of Afro and making it one. So I do Afro-Fusion hip-hop.
All right.
Music.
Okay.
But I do different types of genres because what I like to tell people is my brand is not a static brand.
Okay.
So it's not supposed to be just Lavien does Afro-Fusion and hip-hop. I feel like your brand involves everything, your livelihood, how you live, what you do. So if I can do pop music, I can do pop music.
So let's just say you're just versatile.
Exactly, that's the word.
Extra talented.
Exactly.
All right, so that's a wonderful thing. You talked about you're not just in a box to a specific genre or anything. That has to do with inspiration on your day-to-day activities and all that. So where do you get your your inspiration from?
Well, I get inspired by basically almost everything. I get inspired by birds flying in the air. I get inspired by the road. I get inspired by sounds. I get inspired by pain. I get inspired by life stories of people connected to me and stuff like that.
Okay, so literally everything.
Exactly.
Anything. Yeah, anything about life.
Anything about life.
Okay, so starting your music, did you just start and say that, oh, this is what I'm gonna be doing? What was your first music like? What was it? What was your intention?
I wanted the world to hear me sing.
Okay.
I wanted it to be global. Like I saw music as something that could make me have a voice out there.
Mm-hmm. All right. And how long have you been doing music?
I started singing at 9. I performed in my first concert at 11, and I started professionally doing music like about a year ago.
Okay. That is quite a long time ago.
Yeah,
okay.
So basically I'm like 105 years old.
All right. We leave it as that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are a Liberian. Your parents are both Liberians, but you were born in Nigeria.
Yeah.
When did you come back from Nigeria, and how was it like?
I was born in Nigeria. I spent 2 years. I went to Ghana, and I started homeschooling because my mom is in the educational sector, so she homeschooled me until I started primary school when we moved here when I was 7. So I came here when I was 7.
How was it like when you came back? You were 7, I know that's little, but there's certain memories.
Well, like it always is when you're moving from another territory to another one. You gotta adapt to customs and stuff like that. So I can just say I adapted. It was new to me, but I adapted.
Yeah, and you were at a young age, so it was easy to like.
Yeah, it was easy.
All right, so let's talk about the Liberian music industry. How is it like for you? How will you describe it?
Well, I say this all the time. Since I started doing music, which was like a year and a couple months ago, the industry has been welcoming. I wouldn't lie. But the thing is, the country is a small country. So the population has a lot to do with how big the industry is. So as a result, you don't have the same growth that people in other Western countries like Nigeria with a larger population have.
True. That is very true. If there's anything you would change about the industry, what would that be?
The fact that it has too many cliques embedded within it.
Okay, so
like there's less unity.
If I am understanding you well, I stand to be corrected. When you say cliques, like certain things are centered around certain people.
Exactly.
And because of that, even if they're not working hard, it's just them.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's something to think about.
That is it.
Yeah, I think we should go sit down now and ask the remaining questions.
Yeah.
Tell me, since you started making music, has your music and the way you do it, has it evolved as you come along?
Well, it has. I would definitely say it has evolved. Because I'm always improving. I believe in improving because when I started, I used to sound away. And every time I go to the studio, every time I make a new record, every time I write a new song or work on a new EP or an album, it sounds different and new. So like, usually for me, I listen to more of my songs than other people's songs. So like every single day I listen to myself because I got a studio at my house.
Oh, like, how nice.
Like it's right at my house. So it's like what I live. So as soon as I get up, I listen to myself. So like, I would say my sound has evolved over the years.
Okay. And we also talked about inspiration.
Exactly.
But do you see anybody, be it professionally or personally, that you cite as an inspiration to your musical career?
Well, definitely. A lot of people.
Like
I'm inspired by the likes of Tory Lanez. That's my favorite artist.
Ooh.
I'm inspired by the likes of Bucky Raw, a Liberian artist. I mean, he got deported, got here with nothing, and he got on his feet from music. So I believe like music is therapeutical, and music gives you life, and music gives you money, most of all.
Most importantly. To not move an inch, we are taking a short break and we'll be right back. YeahNah!
It's Lavien on this one. Yo! Hey. Yo. They jealous. They so jealous. Yo, I got nominated and the jealous. Y'all so irrelevant, all of y'all haters. Pass my check after I perform straight up, and I never ever gave a by the hater. Performing, I been performing. When I'm always in the studio, I been recording. If they ask you where I been recording. Liberian memoir, they always talking. Wow, they seen boo boo fly. They know I'm the king now.
YeahNah, welcome back. You're still with Elaine Reeves, and I am here with Lavien, the most talented Lavien. All right, so you talked about your favorite artist. Is there any reason why you took him to be your favorite artist? You mentioned Bucky Raw, the fact that he used his what people call shortcoming or downfall to like uplift himself through music.
Yeah.
What about Tory? What is it that really attracted you to him?
Well, first of all, Tory is like the most versatile artist I've ever listened to. Okay. Tory does Afro, he does trap, he does hip hop, and he does all of them exceptionally. So I feel like his music is something that really speaks to me and inspires me, and his story also. Because I mean, like, Tory been through a lot.
Okay. So all we're taking is that Tory been through a lot.
Exactly.
And let's talk about your parents. How has it been like? What is your background like? Do you come from like? You say your dad sings, your mom sings.
Yeah.
Do they support you, your career?
Well, I mean, like, cause this is Africa. Like every African parent, they would have doubts, cause our system is not wired the way the West is. Cause so you'll find out that more African parents are protective, overprotective, and want to tell you to not just throw your education away and start a music career. Like, it sounds like something that doesn't really work here. So I mean, every parent would be overprotective, but I understand that African parents want the best for their child, especially my parents. I mean,
Obviously.
my parents love me so much. So I mean, since I started doing my music, they've been really supportive, but we've had our ups and downs, but I mean, they've been supportive.
Yeah, when you talk about ups and downs in African parents, I'm a living witness.
Exactly.
My parents wanted to dictate to what gigs I take and how, what I
Right.
say and all that. So
Right.
it's just an African thing.
It is.
All right, you talked about taking your studies seriously. Are you schooling at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in stars.
And what are you studying?
BIT.
BIT. If you weren't venturing into music, what would you have been? Like, what would we have seen Lavien becoming?
I would be a graphics designer.
Oh, you have
I
passion
like-
for that?
I like arts, and I like it in the computer.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Also, I'm trying to picture you as a graphic designer. Will we still be having the hair?
Well, I might have worn glasses
What are you trying to say to those?
and a
customers?
vest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I pictured them.
All right, and let's talk about your name, Lavien. Is that the right pronunciation?
It is Lavien.
Okay, and where did you get that name from? What's the background of the name?
Actually, it's my real name.
Oh, it's your real name. That's something. A lot of people would like to go for something different.
Yeah, Lavien is my last name. A lot of people don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
My
George.
full name is
Amuchi.
George. Amuchi Lavien.
You say it. Say your name.
That's the name, George A. Lavien.
Okay. So yeah. So he took his last name for. Your dad has a good name. Your family name.
Yeah,
Just
I like it. It has a lot of swag, like Lavien. Who wouldn't want to say that?
bougie.
Yeah.
All right. So the ladies out there will want to know. Obviously, you're a good-looking young man. Is there anybody special in your life? We're not talking about your mama. No. We're talking
As in,
about,
if
like,
I'm
a
single
girlfriend. Oh, yeah.
or I'm album.
What's your relationship status?
A lot of people ask me if I'm single, so like, I usually tell them I'm album. And I'm like an album of 6, like you know those Tory Lanez type albums that have 21 songs?
Now we're back to
Yeah.
Tory.
6 albums, 21 songs each. Like album mode.
What does that even mean? Album mode. You're not single, but you're like album.
Yeah, I'm like album.
Like you.
Yeah,
All of them.
album. Definitely.
Okay. Okay, we'll leave it just like that. Okay, so ladies, that's his answer. His album. If you want to shoot your shot, you can join the album. Like, get on the album, I guess. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to tell people out there who are like watching the interview, your fans?
Well, I mean, to every single person that'll watch this, will support in any way possible. Because I mean, like, a great man once said, no publicity is bad publicity. So I'm gonna call all of you supporters. Every single person that watches this is supporting me, so I appreciate y'all.
Okay. After that was not your last stuff actually. You're putting out an album very soon.
Yep.
And you're also dropping a single from your EP. Am I right?
No, out of the EP.
Out of the EP, you're dropping a single.
A single.
Okay.
And then the EP is gonna come.
Yeah. Do you
different.
wanna talk about the song you're dropping and why you took it out of the EP to drop it sooner?
Well, this song is a song I felt like that was reality. I felt like it was my reality. This song is a song that speaks about what I go through on a daily basis, my lifestyle. Trials and Tribulations is the name of the song, you know, so I was explaining my trials, my tribulations, and what I go through. So, I mean, I decided to drop it out of the album because it was a whole different genre. Of course, the album is an Afro album, and this song is a hip hop song, and I feel like it speaks about me.
Okay, and when do we expect it to drop?
The 23rd of July, which is this month.
Okay.
And then the album comes afterwards.
Okay, so we talked about the single Trials and Tribulations. What about the album? What is it like? You mind shining a little light on that?
The album is mind blowing.
Okay,
and it's African.
That's it?
2 words.
Okay, he just gave me the eyebrow raise. Like, that's it. That's just it. Okay, no, you need to stop now. It's mind blowing and it's African. To not move an inch, we are taking a short break and we'll be right back. YeahNah.
Yeah.
That's Liberian.com.
Lavien on this one.
Heaven Boy Music.
Yeah. Hey. Zakara me a full of question. Yeah. December. Do you know who I be? I flex on these niggas cause last week I was chilling with Tory Lanez. December. Pull up on me. I got too much money so I chill at the end of every week. Yo, December. Yeah, people call me December. You can take anything, it's on me. I got a yellow Lamborghini, but my Lambo can never be seen. Only speak about it with my fake series. Every day I get plenty money. December me pa post story. Me and a big papa, I be December. Yeah. I get money more than Jawia. Now why they call me Shiki Dada? Can I get a yeah? Can I get a A? Olu, Zakara me a full of question. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, December. 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 Yeah, December. December. Do you know who I be? December. 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 Do you know who I be? December. December. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
YeahNah, welcome back. You're still with Elaine Reeves, and I am here with Lavien, the most talented Lavien. Let's talk about collaborations. Is there any collaboration to expect?
I record a lot of songs, so like I got a lot of collaborations. But I was thinking I should put one collaboration because first off, I decided that I would do 2 collaborations, but I and my team have been discussing it a lot, so this is confidential information I'm sharing with you guys. So we were discussing about it and I thought that we should only limit the features and have one feature, one single feature, so it can stand out as a feature, then just have all of my songs.
Okay. Recently, during the Tunes Liberia Music Awards, you performed and you did a tribute to Quincy B. Why did you do that?
Well, Quincy B was a legend.
Get on the dance floor. I want you bring it down.
Did you
He is
know
a
him
legend.
personally?
I mean, I never got to know him personally, sadly, but I mean, he changed the face of Liberian music. I mean, like, he put it on a different path. I mean, like, Quincy B, back in the day when I used to listen to his songs, I mean, it always spoke to me. Like, a lot of people did music, the likes of Takunje, which is, of course, a revolution. And Quincy B just came, and I believe Quincy B is the start of modern Liberian music.
Okay.
So he's like a legend to me. So I felt like that tribute was supposed to be dedicated to him.
it was necessary.
It was necessary.
Yeah, and you actually got a lot of positive feedbacks. How did you feel about that?
It felt great. I would say it felt great. I mean, like, it's really nice to know that the work you dedicate your time into gets a lot of positive reaction. Like, I mean, you wouldn't want to put a lot of time and energy in the feedback from the audience that you're presenting it to is not right. So I mean, like, for every single artist, you get that type of reaction, you stay motivated.
Okay, so we're talking about feedback, and it also has to do with criticism, whether it's constructive or negative. How do you handle being criticized? Have you been criticized? And if yes,
I have been criticized a lot of times, and I mean, like, a great man once said, every feedback or every publicity is good publicity. So I mean, like, the fact that they even talked about me means I'm relevant, and they know I'm relevant. So I mean,
I like that. All right, so that's how you handle criticism, like.
Exactly. I mean, like, they're supposed to talk. Everything that you hear about yourself wouldn't be positive. I mean, I heard info about myself that I paused, like, is this really me? Wow.
Like, continue.
I'm powerful.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, they be like, you sure you're talking about me? That's me? Can you go to the end already? Cause
I swear.
All right, so you take it as publicity, whether negative or positive.
For sure.
Okay, and how many songs have you put out so far?
I've put up, like, in a range of 8 to 15, because I don't know the specific amount of songs I put out, but between 8 and 15, and I got a lot of songs unreleased, because, like I said, I work almost every single day. I record a new song almost every single day.
Okay, let's talk about your management and record label. You want to throw some light on who's managing you, because people want.
Well, yeah, I feel like this is something that was needed to be discussed, because at the beginning, a lot of people thought that I was signed to Floyd Nation, because a post on Liberian Influence talked about it and said I was signed to Floyd Nation, and that wasn't facts.
Okay.
So I mean, I worked with Floyd Nation, but I wasn't signed to them. Like Thomas Floyd, CEO Collins, who helped push me a lot of ways, and I appreciate that. We worked together, but I wasn't signed. I got signed to Whole Image Music Group, which is not based in Liberia.
Okay. Where is it based?
Minnesota.
Okay. And who's managing you?
It's managed by Joel, a guy called Joel. I'm not gonna call his last name before you look for my manager and approach him.
All right, and how has it been for you being signed to the record label and being managed by Joel?
Well, I mean, like, every situation has its ups and downs. So, I mean, like, we've had our ups and downs, but it's been really, I've adapted to it. It's been really motivating, because, I mean, like, they're constantly on my back to get better.
Okay.
And I also want better for myself. So as a label, they've been playing their part, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
Like,
and you've been
look at me.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I look broke. Come on.
All right. Final words and thanks and appreciation to whoever out there is watching that you want to like.
Firstly, I appreciate God before my parents. I appreciate the supporters. You guys have really been motivating me to become a better version of myself, and I'm working on myself. So I got music for y'all, better music, and everything. It's just in a package waiting to be released.
But we're not just gonna let you go like that. Like I for one, I'm not just gonna let you go like that.
Okay.
You have to bless my time sitting here. So just give us one of your melodies.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this old classic, Viruses. Viruses, they're taking me like viruses. I throw them out like this. Lord, I thank you for your grace. Lavien, your. Okay.
Like, I didn't make a mistake when I said melodious voice. You guys weren't prepared for that. So that's the man Lavien. I must commend your work and your efforts so far at a very old age, because you said you're 105. At a very old age. Young age. But hey, it was fun having you today. I am really, really excited to see your future work and what you have in store for everybody. Thank you very much for sitting this interview. So hey, this is how we do it. YeahNah. It's Elaine Reeves, and I'm here with Lavien, and we're just gonna do a handshake to just close it up. Thanks for being with us, though. Like that. Simple does it. Thank you.